Hello, what is up the internet? It's me, your friendly neighborhood Weeb here, and today we're playing Pokemon Insurgents. This is my first time doing a Nuzlocke, so I'm fairly inexperienced with this, and I'm deciding to do one of the hardest known fan games. It's not like the Kaizo games where they're just crazy insane, but this is one of the most difficult ones. So this is a Nuzlocke, a randomized Nuzlocke. If you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, there's a few rules. For one, anytime that a Pokemon would faint, you lose it. It's dead, essentially. You're only supposed to catch the very first Pokemon on any route, cave, etc. Except for, since I'm running the duplicates clause, if you already have one in that line. If you have one in that line already, so you get a Pikachu on the same route when you already have a Pikachu or a Raichu, you are allowed to skip that. You do not have to if you do not want to, but you're allowed to. And you always nickname a Pokemon, so it's just for the emotional attachment. Now, I have one exception to the first on the route rule besides duplicates. So in this game, they mostly occur in the cities, but so that's the only thing. But in the cities, there are typically an encounter from interacting with the TV a certain number of times, and then there's also a lot of unique encounters. Well, there's one unique encounter per city. So those are the only ones that I will allow catching as well, just because this is a very difficult game. If you've ever done a full playthrough of this game, you'll understand that it is insane on the difficulty scale. And as this is my very first Nuzlocke ever, I'm doing that just to make it a little bit easier on myself. That's why I don't put the Nuzlocke challenge run rule on, which is going to make it a little bit harder for me, just because they don't give you the Nuzlocke ball, which makes it very easy to catch Pokemon, especially when they're randomized. So I'm allowing legendaries. I know that's a very common rule of disallowing them. It's just because otherwise it's good. Most of the legendaries in this game aren't very strong until you get like certain items that go with them. So that's why I'm allowing them. And yeah, that's it. So when we get to whatever stuff, I'll continue this voiceover, but okay, so this is where actual gameplay begins. And for a reference, the randomizer in this game, it doesn't just randomize Pokemon, it randomizes all items except items that are necessary to continue the game. That includes TMs that you would get, anything that you would get from like talking to someone, which you can get a lot of items from talking to someone. Everything that is not required is randomized. So that gives you, it can either make it really good for you or really, not bad, but it's harder, I guess you could say. It's either really good or just regular. Things that you buy from a shop are not randomized, but that would just make it entirely crazy if they did that. So here is the beginning of the story now. Pokemon Insurgents has two different versions of its story. It has a traditional story, which will line up more along the lines of your traditional Pokemon games. Now, the way I'm playing it is with the dark story mode, where it'll show like blood and cult sacrifices. This game is inherently dark and really edgy, but, that's kind of funny. So this actually is where we begin to be introduced to one of the main gimmicks of this entire run. So in this game, Mew will kind of follow you around. You get a item called the Quartz Flute, which allows you to summon it in any place. And Mew has a few abilities that it has. It has a transform ability, which is kind of like Ditto, except that it transforms you into whatever it has DNA of. So up here, we're going to where a previous sacrifice was performed, and you take some of the blood, give it to Mew, and it allows you to transform into one of the cultists. It's kind of like a disguise. It's pretty bare bones, but it does its job. It has other abilities that it'll perform later, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Yeah, pretty easy, pretty bare bones, but it does the job. And this is where we get to the beginning of the story, as you could say. Well, not the beginning of the story, but it's like a portion of the story that they show. So these Pokemon cults worship different legendary Pokemon, and they try and summon them with these sacrifices. Now, in just a second, it's going to summon Darkrai, and it's a very loud summoning ritual. Well, the actual entrance of Darkrai is extremely loud, so well, not extremely. I turned down the audio for you guys because I have to, but just a fair warning, it's gonna get very loud. Actually, it's much quieter than I expected it to be on this end. Nice. And this is where we get outside of the cult area. Now, there's going to be an encounter here with Mew. I'm not counting that because I don't have my starter Pokemon or any Pokeballs yet. There's no chance for me to have gotten them. Mew does not stay with us. Once we get to the point where we can get our starter, then it'll start the official Nuzlocke. But you don't get to use Mew until right around the Elite Four-ish. And it's a very long time away. Don't worry. We're not gonna have Mew as our starter mon. And here is when we're introduced to one of our rivals. His name is Damien. Mew disappeared before we actually could see him fully. So, this is our introduction. We're gonna walk through the town, and then we'll get our starter Pokemon. So, for reference, in this game, there is a thing called Delta Pokemon. And they're essentially your regional variants, except for this fan game. They're actually quite viable and pretty strong. Some of them are pretty strong. Some of them are just average Pokemon, but some of them get pretty powerful. Now, normally your starters would be Delta Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, which are Charmander is Ghost Dragon, Squirtle is Dark Fighting, and Bulbasaur is Fairy Psychic, and that's how it is the entire evolution line. Now, since this is randomized, we're going to end up with a Snover. We'll see that in just a minute. And then, yeah. Before we actually get to get our Pokemon, we've got to have some story beats, but that doesn't quite matter. I'll meet up back with you in just a second. Here we get a small introduction to some of Damien's backstory. Also commenting on him being just a child when it's very common for children to get their Pokemon like at 10. And we learn that Damien is adopted. We'll find out who his real mom is much later, and well, not much later, around the 4th gym. But, I mean, I guess that'll be much later, because this is also a very long game. It takes a lot of time to get between places. Anyways, Damien's dad, I believe that's his actual dad, and the mom is just his stepmom, but Damien's dad asks us to help Damien get his gift for the Augur, and this is where we go to get our Pokemon after, well, we're done talking, then we'll go down to the professor's lab. And this is where we, well, will decide our starter Pokemon. In the end, we end up with Snover, grass, ice that evolves into Abomasnow eventually. Well, would evolve into Abomasnow at level 40. I believe that Damien ends up... Well, what Damien chooses doesn't matter because he gets a random Pokemon every time we fight him anyways. I say that I've heard of a Delta species before, and it forces an explanation. I don't know why you can't just skip it, but it'll explain this here. Sorry. At this point, I had been looking up what some of these Pokemon are because I forgot what the typing of Snover was, and I wanted to check where in the evolution line Garbodor was. I remembered what Solrock was, but I had to make sure just in case, because memory can be not the best sometimes for me. But in the end, we go with Snover after I'm done being dumb. And then we're gonna have a battle with Damien. And for some reason, Armand starts at level 7 and his starts at level 5. I don't know why this is. I put it on normal difficulty, so it should be the same. But I don't know. This has happened in every run I've done. I've played it on hard, I've played it on normal, I've played it on easy, and it's always level 5 versus level 7. It's weird. I don't get it. I name my Snover Plow because, well, snow plow. Haha, funny joke. And now here's the battle. His first battle, he ends up with a Sand Shrew, which is very unfortunate for him. I don't think Sand Shrew is 4 times effective, so I'm not gonna say this now. But in the future, when a 4 times effective move is used, it makes a very loud noise. It like louder than the summoning ritual for the legendaries. It's kind of annoying. Like you're never expecting it because you expect it to be just the same normal noise, and then it hits your ears and it hurts. It won't hurt for you guys because I'm turning down this audio a bit, but for the future. And this is where we get our first encounter, a shiny Delta Zweilous. So the Delta form, this is a ground poison type, and this is my first encounter. Technically first encounter. First real encounter. And it's a shiny. This is crazy lucky. And it lasts for a bit. It doesn't last the entire, not even this entire video. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I made a dumb mistake and I lost it. Which is really sad because it would have been really nice and it was shiny. But anyways. Let me just tell you, this battle was a lot more stressful than it should have been. Because at this point, if I didn't catch this thing, that was going to be run ended. And I got lucky with that catch. But I couldn't hit it at that point. I couldn't heal again. Well, I could have healed again, but I went for the Pokeball, which was a really dumb choice. So, that's our first Mon, our first new Mon, the non-starter. Fortunately, poison will poison will continue even outside of battle, but fortunately it stops at 1 HP. It doesn't kill you outright. So it's very fortunate for our Plow there, and Rattler, our Zweilous. I'm gonna just put him in the lead, and if he stayed, he could have been a big heal. Like that thing can dominate teams, let me tell you that. And now we skip ahead to the first cave of the game, which is technically our second route. We pick up a dome fossil there, and then we don't get our first encounter until after this trainer. It actually takes a bit. This trainer was fairly easy to deal with. The Seismitoad later in the battle is kind of what worried me, because Lumbre was really easy to deal with. Seismitoad can be very tanky. I mean, I one-shot him with Plow, but he was a lot scarier than I originally thought. Also, there's the 4 times effective noise that I was telling you about. Also, apparently, Razor Leaf is a physical move in this game, which doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Then after we get our level ups, we continue into the cave a bit. I think we actually backtrack so we can be closer to the cave entrance when we catch it. Nope, we go for it. Okay. So then we get our... Oh. And now we get our first encounter of the cave, which is a girder. This one, I'm more or less like, It's another encounter. I'm not going to turn it down, but Girder and Conkeldurr is not the best fighting types in the game. Also, there's not a lot for fighting types to go against in this game. Hopefully he proves his worth. We're only on the first episode of the series, so we don't know. But this one actually, this is a much easier catch. It goes down pretty quickly. I think it's this next ball. Or no, we do another bite, and then... No, we do 2 more bites, sorry. 2 more bites, get him to red health, with the double flinch, by the way. Way to clutch Zweilous. And then I think we catch him here. Nope, it's 1 more. I'm way over predicting here. And there's Girder. we go back to the town and heal up everything. I'm just gonna cut to the next important bit here. And once we go up this ladder is the next story bit. But can I just say, Girder's walking behind you animation is in places as hell. That flipping back and forth. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Rest assured he will be dead because it's on speed mode, or if that's just how he walks, and when it's fast like that, it looks weird. But damn, that looks cursed as hell.
Respect the first
Anyways,
one,
we
this
get
one is
this
useless.
story
He's
beat
practically
where the
brainwashed.
leaders of the Abyssal
The entire
land,
region with all the propaganda you spread about
I forget
himself.
what the Groudon cult
You
is.
heard how
It's
ridiculous
Groudon
some
cult.
of it is. He was born of fire
Kyogre and Groudon cult. They're both have
This man's
their,
been an augur for a year.
plans
The
to
people
kill
are
the
already
augur
worshipping this
with
dude.
grunts that
Supposedly
won't
have to
carry
worry about
actual
him after
weapons,
today,
but
will
don't
we?
actually
Let's
carry
get going.
weaponry. It's like, why would you say that if you're not going to use your
Cursed
weaponry?
Girder
But oh well,
walking
we'll get to that in
animation.
just a second. We'll
Rebel.
get to that battle.
Those two were cultists. Did you hear what they were saying? They're planning to assassinate the augur when he comes to Telnor Town. I can't believe we're caught up in this. We need help. We need to go back and warn the augur before the assassins get him. We have to hurry. The augur might have already arrived. Quick, let's go. Damien, Rebel, you're late. The augur arrived 5 minutes ago. He's waiting for you two in the town hall. Oh, we have to hurry. The augur could be attacked at any minute now. Yeah, I'll catch up with you in just a second, Damien. I gotta heal. And then a quick save. Hello, I'm Yern, the second augur. It's nice to meet you all. You have a lovely town. What might your name be, young one? My name is Damien. This is Rebel. We're big fans here, but we're here to warn you. One of the guests here wants to kill you. Just the silence. It's a very serious accusation, Damien. I'm so sorry about this, sir. Damien, what are you saying? You're embarrassing us. You'll be punished for this. Actually, I wouldn't worry about it. He'll get enough punishment here as is. Now, who might you be? We're cultists. Just say that in front of the leader of the country, and we're here to kill you. What? No, you can't. In fact, you won't even get the chance to battle him. I'll stop you right now. Come on, Rebel. Kid, have you been watching too many superhero movies? We're cultists. We have strong Pokemon and actual weaponry. We've only come here to eliminate the augur. Step aside, and we won't kill you too. What about your actual weaponry? Just use your actual weaponry. No, I won't back down. This is my chance to prove myself. Alright then, kid. Just don't say we didn't warn you. It looks like you're mine. Feel the wrath of the Abyssal cult.
And now we're fighting with the Abyssal cultist.
Here we go.
So, that
I'm gonna
Infernal
switch
cult,
because
that's
it's
the
fighting
name
right.
of the Groudon cult. Sorry, just had an
This is-
epiphany there.
This is a good one
but
to fight against.
he has a Mean Fu, and I forget the other one right now, but it'll show up in a second. And they're supposed to be the water-type bad guy, if you couldn't have guessed. This is actually a pretty decently easy fight.
I don't know why I didn't go for attack. He should have known I would have killed it.
We pass it pretty quickly.
Numel.
And also, Numel, this is going to be a
This
Delta
I
Numel.
have
It's
no
a
idea what
poison
it is.
type.
If it's
And
not,
then
then
it's
it's fire type.
Looks nuclear. You think this is like something out of Pokemon
That's
Uranium
poison.
or something,
Okay.
but it's
Poison
not,
steel?
and it dies to 1
That's
magnitude.
poison.
Magnitude can
I
be
got really lucky
surprisingly
there.
effective
Challenge
when it
him,
gets a
he
high
gets your
roll.
Nothing. Ugh. No matter, I'll
Anyways,
take you
we
down with
continue
you. No, you won't.
Into
Trying to kill me
this,
is one thing, but threatening
the
innocent children, that's
augur
one
there,
strike
the
too many.
yellow-haired guy, sends
I'm
them
sending
away
the two of you to Helios
using
City
some
for your
fancy
trial.
Latin words
Although
that I
after
don't
that,
know how
I
to
don't see a bright
pronounce.
future for you.
I'll just let this happen.
Vincularum morte?
More Latin that I just don't understand.
Did you just kill them? Of course not. I've just taken them to Helios City. Sorry for letting you two fight my battles, but I was curious to see how you would do. Don't worry, if you'd lost, I wouldn't have let you get hurt. Very impressed. You two are talented and responsible. If you ever pass through Helios City, why not stop by? I'd love to see the two of you again. For now, though, I should return. I have a trial to attend to. Thank you for hosting me. You have a very lovely town. Did the augur just give you a compliment? I think so. I think your foster mother is gonna have trouble making you stay if that's the case. Damien, this is your chance to go on an adventure. You've got an invitation from the augur himself. Yeah, I guess you're right. In that case, I need to get going as soon as possible. All my friends have already arrived at Midtown and are training at the trainer school. Hey Rebel, why don't we race there? Midtown is just on the other side of the cave we went to earlier today. We can learn how to battle and everything there. See you then. Okay. And now, heal our Pokemon. I get better Pokemon, maybe I'll give it to one of them. Bombus, no. Okay, this is where Duke's Claws comes in. I'm just gonna run. Blaziken! That's nice. Oh yeah, that's not very effective. It has a toxic orb on it. Time to start chucking Pokeballs. Oh. Nope. Nope, no, 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 no. Bob, do something. Okay, Blaziken, seriously. Catch, please, catch. And there goes my first encounter.
And now we come across this
You
guy
have a
who
trade
asks
offer.
us for
Say, would you like to trade a
Pikachu
Pokemon
for one of his rarest
for Pikachu?
Pokemon. In the base game, it would be a Delta
have Pikachu.
Weevil, which is a
Sorry, man.
fairy
I can't.
normal type.
Metal powder.
Unfortunately, we don't have a Pikachu,
What?
so we can't trade it to him. We'll probably come back to that guy eventually,
Held by
but for now,
an
it doesn't
item to
matter
be held by
because,
Ditto.
well,
Extremely hard to
we don't
extremely
have
fine yet
Pikachu.
hard.
Then we're gonna
but
go down
boost the defense
after
stat,
reading the
okay.
description of that thing. We're gonna go down into that cave. We're gonna go down into that cave.
Here's
There we go.
another encounter that I can
And we're gonna get an encounter here. It's gonna be a Delta Diglett,
break
which
you.
is a
I can't.
normal
Okay.
snow type. Not snow type, ice type. There we go. Which I'll just cut to
Diglett.
it because
Your
I caught it.
ice.
It's an
type,
easy
I
catch,
think.
really, but it's gonna die. Let me just show you.
Time. So let's quick save. And then here is another encounter. Secret Grotto. Oh, Meganium. Well, Grass Whistle work. I'm gonna do it only once. Hopefully this works. Dang.
Here I'm
This
just
is on 3 Jiggle,
mashing
so it
my
should be pretty
enter
easy
key
to get to
because,
this
well,
Nice,
I want
Meganium
the
was gone.
thing to catch. So, you know. In the thought process of trying to get
since
it
I don't
to catch, I just
immediately
mash
have
the enter
access
key.
to
Then we're gonna heal up at the Nurse Joy that's right
Diglett.
there, and it doesn't
since I
matter
don't
because it doesn't
immediately
have
access
access
to a
but
box.
we
can I
do just
release
end
you?
up like I say
I
or
can't.
that I'm
Damn.
gonna heal that.
So I'm
and
just not
then-
gonna use it
because
until
I
I
can't
can-
release it until I find a PC. I'm gonna heal up so I can use my
Like,
other Pokemon.
I just won't
and,
put it
well,
on the party until it.
just not use
know.
him. And here
Oh, there
I
we go.
am, just well,
My
I-
shop. Nice.
the way televisions work in this game is if you interact with them enough times, you'll get. In the base game, it would be a Rotom encounter. In this, I got a Machop for this
Oh
one.
jeez.
I forgot to do
Pokemon.
this in the Telnor town, the first city,
You're my next tankiest.
and we get Machop.
Unfortunately, you don't.
This one's a
resist
pretty easy
fighting,
catch.
but it's,
A lot easier than Bob was, and I like Machop, the Machop line a lot more than I
Bag.
like the Conkeldurr line. I mean, they're both perfectly
Pokeball.
viable, but I prefer one of
I don't
the
want to
other.
throw my ice grass
I ended up
type
naming him
in there.
Chad
Well,
because
that-
I thought
that
it was
works, I
female,
guess.
not male. But
That's it.
because
That's how you.
Chad the female
Just get
Machop would be a
mons.
lot more funny than Chad the male
Machop.
Machop. Now that we're in the city, where
Ace
we were
Trainer
sent to go
Donatello.
fetch a girl from the
Oh
bottom
my
of the
God.
cave, and this is where we get our first meaningful loss.
I've had
so
so
I
many
just
trainers
caught
with
Rose.
legendaries.
That's our
That's
first
crazy.
encounter of the cave. And then I send in Rattler.
There was a bug trainer that had.
because I think he'll be
Palkia.
able to handle this better.
There was.
And then it
oh,
has
no.
Dragon Rage. Why does Dragon Rage
Why do
exist?
you have that move? Why does Dragon Rage
That death
exist?
meant a lot to me because Rattler is a really
Right,
good
Chad,
mon,
let's do this.
and it's shiny. So that's just really sad that he's gone.
You've got to be heavy.
After the second death, which will happen later.
Yes.
I just
Yes, yes,
straight.
yes.
This is only the first episode. I'm not going to be all doing this all in one go because this is really.
Aw, damn, that was my. That
It
was the good mon,
takes a
too,
long time
but
to
that was
clear
a
this game.
shiny
It-
that
it's
I
like
got
a
on the like.
50
That was my first
plus
encounter
hour game,
and it was a
if
shiny.
you're trying
Damn.
to be really careful about things.
That's
so.
sad.
Let's just skip ahead to. Actually, I think Cloud dies right now.
You're psychic.
I might be wrong, but no, he doesn't. Never mind.
Kids.
Then here we are. Rich Boy.
A normal Pokemon.
I forget his
poison.
name.
Yeah,
with his
switch.
Nidorino. I trade out for Chad because, I think Chad is going to be able to take it.
Wow, my team
And
is weak
I
to
forget
poison.
that
mean-
Nidorino has the move Peck. So I put in Chad. It gets hit with a focus. It focuses energy, and then it goes for Peck. Or no, double kick
Double
first,
crit.
and then the next move is Peck because it puts me down to like 3. 5,
God.
sorry, with a crit. Now,
I forgot about
I could
that.
have just healed there, but I decided to switch into Plow. I forget that they learned the... Thinking that he would be faster and he would KO from this range.
My faster.
I go for the Icy Wind.
Nope, I'm not.
And he
oh
dies.
no, that's bad.
So that's my starter gone now. That's 3 deaths in the first episode. Hopefully it goes better, but we still have 5 Mons at this point, so I'm not in that bad of a way. Anyways,
Cool.
I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!